Oh, for heaven's sake. Why are you being so difficult? Ah, I hate this. Oh, for heaven's sake. Why are you being so difficult? Ah, I hate this. Okay. Jesus. I will remain calm. I will not freak out. Please, 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 yes. There she goes. Nope. Nope. Something like this. What am I doing? This is a really ridiculous angle. Okay. Okay. This is really stupid. What is going on? Oh, for heaven's sake. Okay, I really hate this streaming thing because I don't know what's happening. It does not seem to be streaming in the right orientation, but Mother Hubbard. Luna. Oi. Okay. It's proper now. Hello, person that is, I don't know. Your names are all very interesting. Hello, people that are present in the chat. Greetings! And I am really fed up with this damn streaming ding dong thing. Anyway, okay. Testing new art supplies. Essentially, I went, excuse me, that was very loud. I went on Temu and got a whole bunch of brushes, new brushes. And I'm just gonna, whoa, holy crap. Huh. Where there's life, there is painting, Cezanne's landscape. What the heck? Where there is life, there is painting. Cézanne's landscape paintings are not as good as Monet's light, not as good as Manet's pen, not as good as our impression is in the real atmosphere of spring, summer, autumn, and winter. However, Cézanne's paintings are the most insistent on display in the gallery and are recognizable from a distance. So our brand name is the same name as the great painter Paul Cézanne. Hopefully our materials convey the spirit of Cézanne. Inherit the handicraft process, adhere to good quality, lively sales style, confidence in the brand. Oh, good grief. Okay, so yeah, this is a professional artist brush set from Temu, and it's using the name of Paul Cézanne. I think I've heard of Cézanne. I don't know if it's spelled correctly. I don't know if his first name was actually Paul, but evidently the description on the back is either badly translated or very badly written. Okay, it doesn't matter. So let's just open up the brushes and ooh, here we go. Here we go. We've got a bunch of brushes. I hope you can see this. Maybe if I just back it up a bit. Nope, this way. Yeah, okay. Let's back it up a bit. Excuse for the mess. Sorry for the mess. There's just a whole bunch of stuff going on. Here are the brushes that we have. There are some that have eraser marks on it. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Oh, it's like no. It's the felt from the bag thing. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of these brushes. Cool. I don't know if I will use the bigger ones, but let me try the smaller ones. Let's just put that to the side. Okay, and then we've got a whole bunch of these. This is really not what I imagined it was gonna be. So these brushes are meant to like create tiny little brush strokes, but given the spacing between them, yeah, I mean, he's passed on, so I assume when people have passed on, unless they have some sort of legacy thingy in place, it's not gonna. Okay, so these brushes were meant to like create little teeny little texture strokes. It's really not what I thought they were gonna be. I might try them out at some point, but let's just put them to the side. Now we've got these brushes over here. Here we go. Okay, these brushes don't look too bad. These are other brushes. Maybe let's just take them out of their packaging. This is just all up in my face. These look good. I mean, I like, yeah, we'll test them out in a second. Let's just unwrap some of them. So these are other brushes. Again, I'm gonna probably just focus on the smaller brushes. Ooh. Let's just, oh, come on. Okay. Hi, Sam. Long time no speak. How are you doing? I hope things are going better for you this time round. This time of year, I don't know. Then again, there is a war going on and everyone is stressed. So I don't know how well that's going for you, but I just hope things feel better than, holy crap, these are large. These are also quite large. Again, a lot of these are much larger than I anticipated. Okay, let's unwrap these Yes, I saw. I'm so sorry. The stupid thing. I was testing out some other software because I wanted to dual stream on Twitch and YouTube, but it's just not cooperating with me. So, okay. Whoa, I can't. Why did I buy so many brushes? Yeah, they were cheap. That's why. The world is on fire. Indeed, the world is on fire. Oh, I'm so fed up of Trump. Oh, I have more of these. What? Okay. Why do I have so many? Oh, okay, okay. These are different. These are different. These are supposed to be. I really thought they would be much smaller than this. Why are they so large? I want smaller brushes. Oh well. Okay, so that one is like a supposed to be like having a leaf like a leaf effect kind of thing. Yeah, they would be better for background. I just wasn't expecting all of them to be, you know, I just thought they would be a bit small. These are fine. I don't mind these. I was thinking maybe I could even use some of these for like makeup and stuff. I don't know. Don't know if they're appropriate for that purpose, but let me just put that to the side. I've got a fuck ton of brushes now. Okay. All right, and these are super long. I don't know why they're so long. I swear, he gets just more unhinged every time I hear about him. Like, I don't understand why why Congress doesn't just properly impeach him. Like, impeach and then get him out. I can't remember what the freaking steps you need to do. There's a motion to impeach and there's a freaking hell. It's just insane. Are those more for acrylic, like stippling? Can you tipple watercolor? They claim that it can be for acrylic and watercolor and oil and stuff. I think most of these are supposed to be natural bristle brushes. So I don't know if those are necessarily good for acrylic, because I feel like with natural bristles, acrylic, if you don't clean them properly, then they can distort the brush more easily, as opposed to like a nylon brush, you know. Okay, so this one is interesting. This is super long. Why is this so long? This is so unbalanced. This is more like I don't know, maybe it's like a calligraphy brush type of scenario. I probably will cut this down because it's way too long. I'll just like cut it down to like a regular size of brush, you know. Anyway. I'll just pull out like a couple of them. Okay. Let's see. I probably have to trim some of this. If you look at that, the cutting of the thing is uneven. Oh well, all these cover things. Oh, these feel nice. But this doesn't feel like real hair. No, this one is definitely like a nylon or something. I thought the right wing didn't want to get into wars. I thought that was the whole thing. Like, he was like, we're not gonna have like stupid wars that the freaking, I don't know. I thought the whole thing was they didn't want unnecessary messy wars. You feel like he's more like playing into, I don't know, Israel's interests and stuff. Goodness, there's like this weird film on it. I suppose it'll go away with time. This one also has that weird film on it. Okay, I think this will just like, it'll take some time to Okay, well, this one is supposed to have like a property where I suppose it has more of the natural bristles hold the water, and the nylon bristles kind of I don't know, help you get to a point or something. Maybe I'll just try 2 instead of like 3 million. Got so many brushes now, it's insane. Oh, sheddy. I'll probably have to cut some of these off. Okay. All right. These look fun to play with. And then I also got, because I've been finding this quite true for my paintings, that nail brushes are actually better. They want whatever is better for capital. As in capital as in money wise? I'm not following. Okay, so these are like just nail brushes, and I find them, I've actually found all my nail brushes to be a lot more useful than paint brushes that I bought in creating the effects that I want. And I think these will do very nicely for the kind of effects I want. Yeah, these. This one especially, I think I will use. Yes, I already have a brush like that, kind of. Let's try this one. This one looks like a doe foot type of thing. Yeah, this one maybe. Let's try that. Okay. So I'm just, I'm stupid with brushes. I'm going insane. And then I've got these bunch of nail brushes. Another bunch of nail brushes, but honestly, like these cover things, they're so loose, they don't even, you know, I put them on and they don't click in place really. There's no real tension, it just slides right off, so there's no point in having the covers. They're just there. Well, I guess that's what you get from ordering from Temu. I guess they will serve their purpose. Okay, so let's just try a bunch of these brushes. So many things around me now. Alright, so first I'm gonna go in with, let's just try these really long ass brushes. And I've got the water here. I'm just gonna, this is just a spare piece of paper. Not gonna actually draw anything or try anything interesting. Just wanna test them out. Okay? Okay. Yeah, I think with watercolor, you like, at least from my experience, it seems like you have to be more patient with watercolor because you have to let it dry, and then if you want to layer colors on top, you have to let it dry before you like go into it some more. Okay, so that's one of the brushes. Let's try another shade. This one maybe. Yeah, fun. Okay. Fun. Yeah. I just find it's very odd that it's so long. This brush is so incredibly long. Okay, I'm gonna go for one of the more fun brushes. This one, which is supposed to be, it's got all this weird like residue on it from the glue or whatever that is supposed to bind it. And apparently it's also shedding. Okay, so this one is like a leaf type of brush. Like you're supposed to, or not supposed to, but you can use it to create like a leaf effect. And I'm finding it hard because the pen is much smaller than the brush. Okay, so That is nice. How did I see them do it? I saw them do it in a specific way. Wait, hold on. Ugh. I probably need to like look at the tutorial again or look at how they do it again because I'm not getting it. Nope. Maybe it's supposed to be much larger. Okay, now I'm just making blobs on the thing. Well, I mean, oh, okay, I like this. I like this effect. Kind of ish. Fun. Okay. Okay. Let me try a smaller one of that thing. I am eloquent. Wait, is there... That was the smallest possible one. Oh, that's a shame. I wanted something big, smaller. Yeah, that was the smallest possible leaf brush. Okay, this one's got a lot of gunk on it, but let's try anyway. Let's try it with this shade. Cool. Cool. All right. Okay. Fun. All right, let's try this one. I want to try this one. Where are your watercolors from? You haven't mentioned. I got it. The brand is called Rico Design. I don't know if it's specifically a German design. What? I don't know if it's specifically German or if you can also get it in the US. But yeah, I wanted to get like the. I mean, there's a German brand called Schmieke. I think that's how it's pronounced, and it's supposed to be like high quality and stuff. But the price was just way too much, so I just settled for Rico Design. It's like kind of like affordable in a sense. And then I have a couple of shades that I got specifically from Schmieke, like two pods I got. And they have a very interesting property. So I'll show you that in a minute. What is going on with this brush? I don't really know. Okay, well, yeah, I guess I'll just have to play around and figure out like how, how to, like what's the most appropriate way to use it and so on. Like how it I like those little tiny strokes. Okay. Good for cat. Good for cat. Jesus. Cat whiskers. Okay. 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 Yeah, I actually did see a brand being advertised called Fumui, something like that. I'm getting that soon as well. And they're a bit pricier, but if they're actually of good quality, I'll let you know. Maybe then, like, because I guess this Timo stuff is not the best quality, obviously, but it's fine. um yeah, so there's also this brand called Fumui or something like this. It's also a Chinese brand, but I assume there might be better quality control. I don't know, we'll see if they're actually better. If not, then what I can definitely recommend is a bunch of nail brushes. I'll give you the information. Okay, one brand, it's a Russian brand, so you may not want to support it. It's Rubloff. This one is more of like a more well-known type of brand. And I've been using these brushes and they seem to be good. And then interestingly enough, my what I've been using to paint with is like these nail art brushes. I think they were bundled in. No, they were sold with the Neo Nail set stuff. But then again, I don't know if that's available in the US either. Anyway, I'll text you later and tell you what I have. Okay, so this one's fun. Okay, I like this one. Fun. Hi, Kaya. I just brought Kaya to the park. Oh, park near us, and yeah, she was whining to go out. I had wanted to do like a stream thing already, but then she just kept looking at me and whining and pressing outside. So, uh, I gave in and brought her outside. So now she should be fine. But she's now back on the cat tree again. See, I've shown you so many pictures of her on the cat tree. Let me just. EBB. There she is. Say hi, Kaya. Hi, baby horn. Kaya, baby horn. See, there she is on the cat tree. Very happy. Happy as a clam. Excuse the mess. It is a mess right now. But I don't actually have a good space for all of this. Like, yeah, she loves the cat tree. Okay, so this is the nail brush that, like a bunch of nail brushes. I will probably use it more for art than I will for actual nail art because, I. Ooh, that's fun. Yeah, I don't do very much with my nails. It's exhausting and they're 10 nails and I just can't be bothered. I'd rather use it for the artwork that I do. So yeah, okay, so here are other nail brushes that I just got. So this should be fun. Let's try a fun shade. Wait, I don't know. Is this shade fun? I don't know. Ooh, okay. Wait, this is the same shade that I had just now. Oh, okay, so it's got this like feathery effect. Yes, that's what I would like. This is what I wanted from the brushes anyway, so. And there's this doe foot one. Let's try this. Okay, it has a different effect. Yep. Okay. This one, just go down the line. Oops, not enough pigment. There we go. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a lot of cleaning up after this. Let's see. Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you the one by Schmieke. This one is a super granulating. It's called super granulating paint thing, and this one gives you a much more Jesus. Okay, you'll just see. You'll just see. So when it dries, it has more of this grainy look to it. If that's going to show up, or is it going to embarrass me? Hold on. I think if I use a different brush, you can see the effect better. Okay, let's try this one. Let's go with this other color. This is also the super granulating one, okay? So let's just see when it dries the effect. And maybe compare that to another color which is kind of similar. Okay, just let them dry. I don't know if it's visible, but it's supposed to give you a more like Mamma mia. Grainy look, a grainier look. So this one's the grainier one. That one's the regular one. Yeah, I think with this brush you can see the effect much more. If I layer like some color at the edges as well. Let me see if I can zoom it in and then you can see better. Oopa, hold on. Is that visible? So this and this. Is it? I can see the graininess. I can definitely see the graininess more on this, but it might be difficult to see on the freaking. Oh yeah, there we go. I hope that's visible. The graininess of it. I feel like the light is really dim right now, so let me give you an extra shot of brightness. Okay, so that is pretty much the most of the brushes that I've tried. Now, honestly, these tiny little like liner brushes I'm not gonna use for nails. I will probably just use it for painting. Yeah, I think you could see it more on the whatchamacallit. Oh, this is nice. Jesus, what am I saying? Come on, Clara. The bird that I sent, like the part where the chest is. Yeah, that was. It seems like the nail brushes usually seem to be like the stuff that I would prefer using rather than regular art brushes. Maybe it's because I just do things more, small. Like my pieces are smaller. They're not quite so large. If I had like maybe I don't know, A3 or even A2, like the bigger brushes would come in more handy. Um anyway, why is this so dim? I feel like it should be brighter. Okay. Anyway, I also got something quite fun. Quite fun. I haven't actually opened it up yet. Okay, there's one of this. It's a book, which if you want to practice watercolor painting, I suppose it would be like a helpful guide. But the paper itself is not terribly, thick or anything. So you could probably just use this as a template and then use a like really nice quality paper to paint on, and then you will yeah, you get some pictures to practice on. And this is like the suggested yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably. I'll figure it out. So this is the suggested color scheme that you use, and you can definitely, edit it as you wish. So it's quite a cute book, I think. They've got a whole bunch of other like designs, like scenery and like flowers. Can't remember what they had else. I don't know, animals, specific animals. They also had those. So I think this would be an interesting choice if you want to like play around with watercolor. Where on earth is my razor? Oh, here it is. Give me a second. I'm gonna open up something else. Oh. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll send you the link to it. Okay, here we go. So this is a screen that you can apparently hook up your phone or something to. Hold up. Yeah. It's pretty much dry, so it's fine. And then it will backlight the thing so you can trace what you want. So I haven't tried it out yet, so let's see what it can do. Let me just use this cable that I already have here and see if this works. Hold up. Mixing watercolors is challenging for me, knowing what the color end result will be too. Yeah, I heard a tip that what you should do if you're having issues with like figuring out the shapes and everything, Jesus, is to just get a scrap piece of paper on the side and then do your mixing on the palette itself. Like for example, let's see. So blue and red makes purple, right? We already have some purple, but let's try something. So get some of that water. Let's go for this blue. And you're okay, this is the part where it's like whatchamacallit, this is the part where it takes patience, right? Oh, for heaven's sake, work with me. Thank you. All right, so we've got the blue. This is just what I've heard anyway. Got the blue loaded up. I'm just roughly doing it. Again, don't mix the shades in the pan. If they're too different, then it's gonna, you know, change the color. But let's go with the red. This is supposed to be like brilliant red, although it looks more orange than red. I don't know. Right? So load it up. And then depending on what brush you want to use, you can just use this. And then you mix it together just to see what the color is. This is not looking purple to me. It's looking more like a... What the hell is this? This looks like a brown, like brownish shade. See? Let's put that. It's more like a... Well, that wasn't what I intended. And I also... Okay, maybe let's try this. Let's try this instead. We had the red, right? Where's the red? We've got red. So... It looks more like orange than red. Jesus. And then we've got a light blue. Let's try the light blue, see if that helps. I don't know if this is going to go anywhere. We'll just try. Let's try. No. That also does not look like the color I want. With the acrylics, I feel like okay, that just became more like a salmon color, like a, I don't know what the hell this is. But the colors dry out fast when mixing. Yeah, so like okay, that was a failed experiment. That was definitely not the color I was going for. But I have this spray bottle here, which is supposed to, you know, help with, yeah, it's an old Pixie spray bottle. And then when you're working, you're supposed to keep the pans wet. I did the thing where I didn't wet the pans really, and I just went in with like the brush, load it with water, and then go into the pans. And honestly, if you wet the pans pre-brush, it seems to work much better. So maybe another example, let's try something else. Let's try something else. I don't know. Let's try making this purple more vibrant. Vibrant. Lighter. Excuse me. What am I speaking of? So that's the purple, right? I've got like a whole bunch of brushes here. That's why I'm... Okay. So this one's the white, right? This one should work better because I've already tried this out before. Actually, I'm going to use the white because the purple is actually really pigmented. So if you mix it here, you definitely see it becomes much lighter. So then you get this shade, this purple shade, lighter purple. So that's the mixing. And then if this starts to dry up, you just, you know, spray a bit of water on it and it should reactivate. It's like those cake liners, I think. The principle is the same, I assume. I'm very curious as to why this ended up looking like this. Let's see if I can use another brush. Let's see. I've got 5 million brushes here. Okay, this one's dry. All right. Try this one instead. Yeah, it becomes like this muted type of purple. It does become kind of purple, but it becomes so muted. Look at that. Like a desaturated type of purple. Whereas if you mix the acrylics, like I've got like a whole bunch of acrylics here. Oh, come on. Be a good chum for me. Pale Geranium Lake. Is this one red? I can't remember. Okay, this one looks kind of red. I'm just gonna put it on my, wait, what am I doing? I could just mix it on the paper. Why am I such an idiot? Like this, and looking for a blue. Where's the blue? Blue. Easy peasy. All right. And then you just go in with a brush. Oh, this one's already dirty. Running out of brushes here. 5 million brushes I have. Okay, I was wrong because it seems to do the exact same goddamn thing. What is happening? Oh, same thing. Sorry, I think the angle was off, but I think you can see it now. So this is the acrylic that I mixed, the blue and the red, and it came out to this shade, which is matching to this shade. This is a failed experiment. Where is my tissue paper? Yeah, I'm used to makeup mixing. Yep, I am. I definitely am. Maybe it's like it's because it's not the right shade of the, you know, the blue and the red. It has to be a specific tone or something. I guess to make it more, let's see. I think this, if this was mixed with the blue, maybe it would be more towards the purple. I'm just assuming. I'm just assuming. Oh, let's see. Let's see if we can try that. Just for fun. Just for fun. This will also like be a good piece of information for me in the future if I wanted to mix this kind of purple or a different kind of purple, even though I have some purple here. Let's see that. That one is. I think it was this one. Yeah. And then second. Yeah, okay. There we go. Ta-da! This is definitely purple. Hello! Okay, that works. That works. So next time if I want to mix, get a purple, I would mix, which one was that one? This one and this blue, this ultramarine and this one to get that purple. Cool. All right. I just, what the hell? How do I use this thing? I need to figure this out. Okay. Aha, okay. Well, that is slightly not what I wanted to do. Okay, so this this LED board is not what I thought it was because I probably didn't read the description properly, or yeah, I was being a bit of an airhead. So this is actually what it's for. Instead of actually having an image there, let's see. It's supposed to light up the base image and then you can trace on top. Hold on. Let's see if I have a piece of paper that I can use. Oh, 5-minute things. This is just something else, okay? Yeah, this is not... I don't even know if I can... Let me turn this off. Let's turn this off. Okay, so I can faintly see some of the outlines here, and then I could like draw over it. So I guess that is the idea of the thing. I actually did think that I could project an image onto here and then trace it out like that, because that would make my life so much easier. Like if I had like a actual picture, you know, on the laptop. So I'll think about maybe returning this. I don't know if it's worth to return this thing. We'll see. I also Timu is a seductress, because it really like whatchamacallit, has a whole bunch of stuff that looks great in theory, and then when it comes to the execution, it's kind of hit or miss. So this is supposed to be something that helps you, oh my god, trace onto, let's just see how this goes. Trace something from your phone onto a piece of paper. So let's just see. Drawing projection board instruction manual. I'll probably have to use my phone to do this, because how else am I going to do it? Ah, I see, okay. What on earth? Oh, that way. I see. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Come on. Get in there. More or less. Let's hope this works. Oi. There was 2 splicing models for phone and tablets. Okie doke. This is gonna take a while. It's a bit tough. Come on. Work with me here. Okay. Well, the general idea is there. Let me just get this to be straight so I can... Okay, so this is the thing, and you're supposed to put your phone here and then have the board. This is just a piece of paper. Have the board here, such like, and have the phone here. Let me just grab another phone. I hope it still has battery. I don't know. Ow. It might be dead. My phone might be dead. My other phone, at least. My backup phone. Yep, it's charging now. Give it a minute to charge, and maybe we'll see some effect. But yeah, it's supposed to like project the image onto the paper and then you can draw it on. That's the general idea, at least. This thing needs to have the thing peeled off before use, it says. Oy. Static. Hate static. I should have charged my phone before this. Oh, I do have a tablet, so let's see if I can use that. Oh, this one's also out of battery. Jesus Christ. Yep, this one's also out of battery. Well, while we wait, I guess I should maybe. Oh dear, I should I don't know. Should I tidy this up? This is just like really, really messy right now. Hold on, let me plug in the tablet because I think the tablet might render a better use. Yeah, no problem, Sam. I see. Okay. Okay. So generally, hold on. Let me see if I can. I've got the thing here. So supposedly the image is going to be projected onto the paper and I can trace out that image. Trace out that image with my pencil. They gave me a pencil. I have my own pencil. Let's see. It's not terribly symmetrical because I haven't like lined it up properly. It's kind of trippy. This how this is doing. So like this is the dog's ears. This is Kaya baby. This is just generally what it looks like. Not really putting too much effort into this right now, but you know what I mean. She's licking her snoot. That's her tongue. It's kind of hard to see. Kind of have to like squint one eye. But this is generally the idea of like how it's going. Okay. So this is just the general outline of the pup. Oh, it's a mirror image. Like duh it would be a mirror image. Yeah, I don't know if I find this like useful in any way. Maybe if I was a kid trying things out, yeah, but this is I mean, even if I did have a tablet, this is way too small to project onto, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today's testing of new art supplies. Again, not terribly impressed with everything that I got. Some things I like, some things I don't. Um, I'll try them out some more and then make my decision. Maybe I'll do an update video, but yeah, for now, I'm just gonna close out the video and clean up around here because it is a complete mess, as you can see. So thanks for joining me, Sam, and whoever else dropped by the chat. See you next time. Ciao.